What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. Last video I asked you guys to comment who should be captains and alternate captains, and right here on the screen, right there it is. There's a comment I'd keep the C's and A's where they are. Blake Wheeler and Dustin Byfuglien bring the veteran presence as well as produce a lot for the team and has been with the team since Atlanta. Mark Scheifele can also be considered a bit of a veteran too on this team and has been with Winnipeg for a while as well now. I completely agree with that. And another comment said, put Patrick Laine on the power play, but instead of on the left wing, put him on the point where he can shoot those one-timers all day. Also, the captain should be Wheeler, and A's for Big Buff and Mark Scheifele. So both of you guys, I did both of you guys' idea. Left all the captains exactly the same how they were, just like you guys said. And on the power play, we're going to try what you said. And here he is, Patrick Laine on the point. He's got that right-handed shot. So it might be good on the point, hopefully. Let's hope. Actually, if he's got the right-handed shot, no, we're going to leave the Big Buff there. And then maybe he can get some one-timers from the right side. That should work out pretty well. Hopefully it does. We'll find out. So, yeah. So there's Patrick Laine on the power play. And we're going to hop right into some simulation, because I told you guys we're going to try to get a lot of simulation done out of the way as fast as we can. So these are going to be the lines we're going to roll with this season. And we're not going to make any changes unless something pops up. Tyler Johnson, Mark Scheifele, and Blake Wheeler, first line. Second line, Nikolai Ehlers, who should have a breakout season this year. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure it's coming. William Nylander and Marco Dano, who, I don't know, man. He's just there. He's a good two-way forward, but we need more offense than we do two-way forward. He would be a great third liner if he wasn't a two-way forward, or if he was a sniper, he'd be perfect. But he's not. Patrick Laine and Sam Bennett, with Scott Koshmachuk, Nick Patan, Adam Lowry, and Dmitry Tereshov. Defense, we have Marc-Edouard Vlasic, Dustin Byfuglien, Tyler Myers, Jacob Trouba, Josh Morrissey, and Nicholas Grossman. And in the crease, we have Eric Comrie getting the starts, and Hellebuck, and they're just going to swap back and forth, and better goalie gets more starts, I guess. NHL, Brendan Lemieux, Brett Howden, Joseph Quick, who is a first-round pick from this season, Andrew Kopp, Harkins, Vasilinen, Ambrose, Dube, Zubov, Bykov, DeLeo, and Rick Flicker. And then Luke Green, Jake Bean, who I promise you guys he's going to score a lot of goals down there. Darcy Pasani, Logan Stanley, Gustav Forsling, and Sammy Niku. And then goalies, these two goalies. I'm not even going to try to say their names because you guys are going to get mad because I said it wrong. I suck at saying like Swedish people's names and stuff like that because there's so many J's and I's and whatever. Anyways, let's hop right into some simulation against the Dallas Stars. We're going to slow sim every Central Division game there is. So, if it's against the Stars, slow sim. Against Nashville, slow sim. Chicago, Minnesota, you guys get the drift. I'm sure you do. First game of the season, we got to make sure to start off with a win here. Come on, let's do this. First period. Scoreless at first period. Second period, Tyler Myers opens the season up with the first goal of the season. Comes from our defense. Third period, Brett Ritchie gets one, but Nikolai Ehlers says, not so fast. I need to make sure I score a goal in the first game to make the GM happy, and he did just that. We win that first game 2-1, keeping the Dallas Stars from getting any points. That's exactly what I want to happen. Now let's spoil the Dallas Stars home opener and show them we're the better team in the Central Division, and that we will win the Cup this year. Here we go. First period, Patrick Berglund and Cody Eakin. Oh, this isn't looking too good. Second period, Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, and Scott Koshmachuk. That's what I want to see. Look at all those goals in one period. Just like that. That's how we should play the whole season. Patrick Laine with that snipe from the slot right there. Third period, Tyler Seguin, Patrick Laine, and Hamka. So they do tie it up, unfortunately. So they get a point. Overtime and shootout round. Tyler Seguin will take it in the shootout round. That's fine. We got a point. That's fine because we beat them last game. We didn't give them any points, and we still got a point off of them. So that's completely fine. We do have the Nashville Predators up next. So we have like 3 games in a row that were Central Division games. 2 of them being against Dallas. 1 of them being against Nashville. And it is Blake Wheeler bobblehead night. So maybe Blake Wheeler scores a hat trick because we're giving away bobbleheads. First period, Colin Wilson. Second period, Jacob Trouba, Marco Dano. Third period, Nick Patan and Tyler Johnson. So Blake Wheeler didn't score on bobblehead night, surprisingly. I wish he did, but he didn't. So we do get a nice little 4-1 victory against Nashville. And we're probably like #1 in the Central Division now because of that. There's some team store stuff I got to take care of real fast, and let me do that. Alright guys, here we go. Let's get this rolling. Let's get more simulation going. Next game we will slow sim is against Minnesota. So we do have Carey Price and the Montreal Canadiens coming up. Okay, so this year's draft class will be a bit weaker than normal. I'm trying to get it out too fast, guys. Montreal Canadiens, we will beat them in the shootout round, so that's great. Carolina Hurricanes, we lose to them 4-2. I knew a loss was coming, I just didn't know when. Here we go. Let's scout the OHL for forwards for let's do a month because there's a lot of forwards there. Calgary, we will hopefully get a win here. Yeah, shootout win, and then Vancouver, we will lose to them in the shootout. So we're getting points. If we lose and get points, that's fine. I just hate losing in regulation, and we lose in regulation to the Anaheim Ducks just because I said something. So here we go. And why did the owner goals say unhappy? And okay, we have to beat Minnesota in this game. We have to. It's one of our goals. So in our first meeting, so we have to make sure we beat Minnesota here. So here we go. The Minnesota Wild. They've only won one game this season. Come on, guys, we can do this. First period. Oh, come on, Michael Granlund and Drew Stafford. They're gonna ruin our. They're gonna ruin our game. Second period. Come on, they're going to ruin our goal. Third period. Wow. First time we were shut out all season was against Minnesota Wild. I'm disappointed, guys. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, man. Come on. Now the owner happiness is terrible. We could get fired because we lost to the Minnesota Wild. That's just bad. Come on. Come on. You can't do that. Wow, okay, so up next we do got Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers, then Taylor Hall and the New Jersey Devils, and then we got William Nylander's old team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, which we're slow sim that game and see. Actually, we should slow sim Edmonton, see how Ben Bishop does against us. William Nylander has something to say. When you're as good as me, recent performances like these are just a normal. Should we be assertive, calm, demanding, or motivated? Let's be motivated. Maybe we can. He's younger. Didn't work. Okay, so maybe he likes the assertive approach. So we'll try that next. Stop simulation. And let's slow sim the game against our former starting goaltender, Ben Bishop. Here we go. First period. Dustin Byfuglien, William Nylander, and Blake Wheeler get one. Hello, Ben Bishop. That's what they're saying. That's what Blake Wheeler and Dustin Byfuglien are saying. Do you remember us? And then William Nylander says, I'm the new guy. Second period. I don't even know how to say that guy's name. Carrion? I don't know. Third period. Nick Patan gets one, so we light up Ben Bishop for a 4-1 victory against the Edmonton Oilers. That's what I want to see. And now we got William Nylander's old team. I want to see if he puts up any points against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That'd be sick if he does. It'd be pretty funny because they put him on the trade block. New Jersey Devils, Taylor Hall and the New Jersey Devils. We will get the W on them 5-3. That's what I want to see. Maple Leafs are 5-5 out the gate. So let's get this victory over them. Here we go. First period. Scoreless first period. Second period. Ooh, that's not good. Josh Levo and Brendan Lipsick. Third period. Come on. It seems like the games I want us to win, when I slow sim them, it's like we get shut out. Because that's the same exact thing happened against Minnesota. It's Tuesdays, man. We need to stop playing games on Tuesday. No more games on Tuesday for the rest of the season. It's cursed. Okay, now we get the big game against the Chicago Blackhawks in the Central Division. This is a huge game. This game means a lot. Here we go. Chicago Blackhawks. This game could determine who's first in the Central Division. Here we go. First period. Scoreless first period. Second period. Uh-oh. It's going to come down to this. Third period. Marco Dano and Tyler Johnson. Just like that. We beat the Chicago Blackhawks 2-0. We get the shutout. Who got the shutout? Was it Eric Comrie? It was Eric Comrie. That's what I want to see from our little... Well, not our... Why did I say little? From our younger goaltenders. That's what I want to see. Next game for Slow Sim is against Toronto. Oh my God. Against Chicago. We're not going to slow sim the game against Toronto. It's going to take too much time if I just slow sim every game I want to see. Calgary, we will hopefully get the win. We do, shootout win. So, now the Buffalo Sabres. Jack Eichel and the Sabres. We beat them in the shootout. Toronto, we will lose to them 6-2. Wow, Toronto has our number this season. We cannot beat Toronto. Here we go, Chicago. The Chicago Blackhawks. Let's get this game on the road. Here we go. First period in Chicago. Duncan Keith gets 1. Second period. Ooh, David Jones gets 2. And then Tyler Johnson gets 1. Third period. Joffrey Lupul and Dustin Byfuglien. So we had a game and we lost it. That's fine. We beat them in the first meeting. They beat us in the second meeting. It won't be the last. That's for sure. We do have another game coming up against Nashville, who we beat beginning of the season. Let's see if we can beat them again. So far, we have the same record as the Blackhawks, so we may be tied for like first in the Central Division. Which, if we are, that's great. I want to be right up there in the playoffs face. That way, they know we're coming. Boston, we beat them 6-3. If we can keep winning games like this, we're doing great. Our AHL team is actually 11-5 right now, so they're doing pretty good as well. All right, Nashville. We're going to, oh no, they're in Winnipeg. So we have a chance to win this game. Let's do this. First period. Tyler Johnson gets 1. Second period. Third period. PK Subban gets 1, but Blake Wheeler gets another one to put the game away. 2-1 victory against Nashville. That's another Central Division victory for us, and we're just stacking them up. Now we have another Central Division team coming up in the Colorado Avalanche. Actually, our next 3 games are Central Division teams. Colorado, and Minnesota. So this next stretch of games is going to be very important for us. Very early in the season, we want to make sure we get the points now and not later. That way, if we do get the points later, we'd guarantee a playoff run, basically. First period, William Nylander gets 1. Second period, scoreless. And third period, Tyson Barrie, Makinen, and Blake Como gets 1. So, yeah, they tore us up in the third period. That's fine. That's fine. We're not going to win them all. We'll beat them in the next meeting against them, where we go to Colorado in the Pepsi Center. So we should beat them. I really hope we do. If not, I'm going to be disappointed, but we should beat them. I feel like we're the better team. I know for sure we're the better team. And after this month, we'll check the stats and see where everybody's at. Okay, first period. Oh, Gabriel Bork. Second period. Scoreless. Third period. Oh my God, dude. Colorado has our number. Tyson Barrie, Carl Soderberg, Tyson Barrie again, and Mark Scheifele. Man, Colorado has our number. That's not good. They're just like Toronto. We can't beat them. But you know what? We'll take it out. We'll take our frustrations out on Minnesota. Let's destroy Minnesota here, guys. Ever since they beat us, they've been doing pretty good. So let's turn that around. Here we go. The Minnesota Wild in Minnesota, first period, scoreless. Second period, William Nylander, Jacob Trouba, and third period, Patrick Laine and Jason Palmerville. We will win that game 3-1. Another Central Division victory. Add it to the list. And we are racking up those Central Division victories. We're sim to New York, and then we'll go check out the stats and see where we are in the standings. Our AHL team is 13-6. Let's see if they go 14-6. And we don't have any RFAs. They do 14-6. So our AHL team is tearing it up down there. I guarantee you Jake Bean has like 5 goals. We are like number 3 in the Central Division. Dallas is tearing it up. So we have to make sure we beat Dallas. Blake Wheeler leading the team in points with 17 points. That's what I want to see from Blake Wheeler. He's in a contract year, so he's trying to earn his money right now. And he's doing just that as captain. Patrick Laine with 7 goals, 8 assists. There we go. Tyler Johnson, 14 points. Mark Scheifele, 14 points. William Nylander, 9 points. Sam Bennett, 8 points. Nikolai Ehlers only has 8 points. He's only scored that 1 game, so he's having a hard time scoring goals. That's not good, but hopefully he gets better. I really feel like Nikolai Ehlers is going to have a breakout season this year. I feel it coming, and I hope I'm right. Adam Lowry, wow, 4th line players are actually up here with Adam Lowry and Nick Patan. Mark-Edward Vlasic, Marco Dano, Dmitry Tereshov, another 4th liner right there. Dmitry Tereshov's been pretty solid for us so far. He's only 21, so Jacob Trouba, Tyler Myers, Kosmachuk, Dustin Bufflin, Nicholas Grossman with no points. No, Josh Morrissey is the one with no points. Come on, Josh Morrissey. You can do better than that, man. Put some points up. Don't let me down. It's because he's playing next to the defensive D-man, trying to do the best he can to keep the puck out of the net. Oh, let's check out the stats for the AHL. I guarantee you Jake Bean has some pretty good goals going on. Jake Bean, 5 goals. I told you guys. Jake Bean's going to be sick. It's already 80 overall. So that's great. It should be like 83 by the end of the season, hopefully. 12 points in 20 games. It's not bad. Vasalainen, I really hope this guy gets really good really fast. He's only 19, but we drafted him first overall last season, and he sure is taking his time to progress, that's for sure. He's not even until like a 75 yet. Brett Howland, hopefully he's pretty good. We got him from Tampa Bay, and I feel like he's going to be really good. Vitaly Zubov, Arborov, or I butchered his name. It's, Arborov. And then Brendan Lemieux, Bykov, Logan Stanley, Quick, who hasn't scored a goal yet. It's coming. He'll score a goal. He'll score his first goal down there for sure. And, yeah, hopefully we can just continue winning games. And we're a playoff team this season. Let me manage the arena, and then we'll get back to simulation. Alright, here we go, you guys. Let's continue simulation. We got 2 Central Division games coming up against Minnesota and Nashville. So here we go, New York Rangers. We will we will beat them 4-3, and our amateur scout is calling us, and we will scout probably the WHL for forwards for about a month. I feel like that's pretty good. And we trampled over the Washington Capitals 8-4. Here we go, Minnesota Wild. Let's show them who's boss here. They're coming back to Winnipeg. Let's beat them. First period. Charlie Coyle gets 2. Second period. Come on. Come on, guys. Third period. Scoreless. And Minnesota Wild again shuts us out twice this season. Minnesota Wild, man. I don't know. They can beat us. That's not good. But it's okay because we'll take our frustrations out on Nashville yet again. Nashville's not having the best season. Let's score some goals. First period. Philip Forsberg gets 1 for them. Second period. Oh my. Okay, Tyler Johnson gets 1 for us. Nikolai Ehlers and Scott Koshmarchuk. PK Subban and Colin Wilson gets 1 to tie it up. Third period. Scoreless. Overtime. Shootout rounds. Blake Wheeler wins it for us in the shootout round against Pekka Rinne's Nashville Predators. And we will take another Central Division win. Unfortunately, we gave Nashville a point there. It's not what we wanted to do, but, you know, I guess it's fine. And just a FYI to fill you guys in, our AHL team is 16-6. That's pretty good. We have one of the stronger Central Division teams coming up, though. We do have a game against the Chicago Blackhawks. And you already know this is going to be a high-scoring game, that's for sure. Edmonton Oilers, we lose to them 3-1. McDavid and Oilers, it doesn't matter. It's McDavid, man. We have the same exact record. Someone's walking out here with a blemish on their record. It won't be us, though. First period, Scott Kosmarchuk and Jonathan Tame. Second period, William Nylander and Patrick Laine. There we go, boys. Keep that puck in the back of the net. That's what we want to do. Third period, Big Buff and McNeil gets 1. So we will take the 4-2 victory over the Chicago Blackhawks. Very good, guys. Very, very good. Blake Wheeler is gaining morale because of ice time. So is Scott Kosmarchuk and Patrick Laine. So that's great that they're gaining morale. Maybe Patrick Laine will get a jump to 84 soon. That'd be great. St. Louis Blues, I think it's the first time we played them all season. Another Central Division rival. Let's get the win on them. First period, Sam Bennett, Adam Lowry gets 2, and I think it's Raquel Reeves or Ryan Reeves gets 1 for them. Second period, just light up Fitzpatrick. Blake Wheeler, Kosmarchuk, and Adam Lowry gets 1 each. I think, did anybody score twice? Alright, guys, it looks like Adam Lowry did get a hat trick, so that's great. So the hats are on the ice for Adam Lowry. Third period, and Alexander Semin and Yuri Lutera tried to make it interesting, but there's no way they're scoring 6 goals. So we will take that, and I believe, as I said, Adam Lowry had the hat trick, 4 points, and Scott Kosmarchuk had 4 points. Get those guys both player of the game cards. They deserved it. And let's continue simulation here. Next game we will slow sim will be against St. Louis again. Hopefully we can just put on a show like we did for our fans. It will be in Winnipeg again. So now we have the Pittsburgh Penguins, voice crack by the way, and they're having a great season so far, and we will beat them 5-3. We are rolling out the victories here. Washington Capitals, that's fine, we lost one, and New York Rangers, that's iffy, we lost 2 in a row. Vancouver Canucks, we beat them 1-0. We got that greasy goal probably. Our AHL team is 28-1. They are tearing it up down there. It is Mark-Edward Vlasic bobblehead night. Maybe he'll score a goal. Probably not. First period. Oh, there we go. Tyler Johnson, Josh Morrissey, and Nikolai Ehlers, and then Vladimir Tarasenko. They all get one. So, second period. Mark-Edward Vlasic scores on bobblehead night for him. There we go. Vladimir Tarasenko gets one on us. And then third period, David Perron gets one. But we still take the 4-3 victory. We are just counting our Central Division points, guys. We are racking them up. We got 2 games in a row against Central Division teams. The Dallas Stars and the Chicago Blackhawks. Dallas Stars, last time we checked, were number 1 in the Central. I'm pretty sure we're number 1 in the Central now. Actually, I don't know. Dallas has a lot of... They've played more games than it. No, about the same. About the same. Here we go. Let's slow sim this game against the Dallas Stars. We should beat them. First period. Scoreless first period. Second period. Whoa, that's a lot of goals. Come on, Eric Comrie. Blake Wheeler and Dmitry Tereshov gets 1 each on Kerry Lettinen, and then Berglund, Spezza, and Tyler Seguin. So it's actually a pretty close game still. What, they scored in like a diamond pattern, and we just scored from the same circle. Third period. There we go. We take the lead and win the game. Patrick Laine and Sam Bennett. Who's number 1 in the Central Division? The Winnipeg Jets. That's what I want to hear. That is what I want to hear. We knocked off the best team in the Central Division. That was the Dallas Stars. Now we have another game we need to slow sim against the Chicago Blackhawks. And let's see what we can do here. Chicago, and they're like 3rd, if not 2nd in the Central Division. First period. Joffrey Lupul and Patrick Kane. We do not want Patrick Kane to get going in this game, that's for sure. The second period, and then third period, they shut us out 3-0. That's fine. We lose those games. As long we already beat them, so it's understandable. They return the favor on us. And we will go to Tampa Bay for the next game, but we will not slow sim it because it is not a Central Division game, and I don't want to overrun you guys with slow simming games. So we're trying to slow it down here. We're doing great, though. We're having a great season so far. And if we can keep this up, we're a playoff-bound team for sure. Maybe a deep playoff team. We're 21-13-2. Our AHL team is 22-9-1. They are ripping it up down there. I guarantee you Jake Bean has like 10 goals. Let's go ahead and send to Dallas where we were slowest in the game. Tampa Bay. Hopefully we get the win on them. No, we lose them 4-1. That's fine. Boston, we will beat them in the shootout round. Ottawa, we will lose to them 6-4. Come on, guys, don't lose to these. Is Ottawa Atlantic or Metropolitan? Either way, we lost to them, and I don't like to lose. So here we go against Dallas, the Dallas Stars. Let's knock them off again. First period, Patrick Laine scores again. Second period, Dustin Byfuglien, and then third period, we shut out the Dallas Stars 2-0. That's one way to come back from losing a few games right there. That's for sure. Next slow simming game will be against the Minnesota Wild. Up next, though, we will have the Arizona Coyotes. And we will beat them 3-0. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We are putting up the goals. Patrick Laine has something to say. I think the team is just really gelling. And it's showing out on the ice. That's great. Let's be motivating with him. Okay, he likes motivation, so that's great. He does not like Nicholas Grossman, though. We might need to keep that in mind. He won't be here next season. Nicholas Grossman won't be here next season. Patrick Laine is at 84 with morale, so that's great. Hopefully, he can stay that way. And hopefully, it'll be fine. Nikolai Ehlers is at 85 with morale. There we go. Where's William Nylander? Is he like 87? Nope, he's still 86, unfortunately. As long as the overalls go up, I'm happy. We don't need any trades. We're doing great. Detroit, they will hopefully lose to us because they're a terrible team. They beat us 3-1. How do we lose to Detroit? They're 16-23-5. How do we lose to Detroit, guys? Come on. Doesn't matter anyways. We have the Minnesota Wild here. We should beat them here. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get the win. Here we go. First period, Mikko Koivu. Second period, Jason Pominville, Nino Niederreiter, and then Dmitry Tereshov. And then third period, Zach Parise and Sam Bennett. They knock us off 4-2. That's fine. I guess we're not going to win them all. Alright guys, here we go. Back to simulation. I had to do some team management things. But it's done now. So we're going to the trade deadline. I feel like we have the team to do that. And then I'll let you guys call the moves. So here we go. The Arizona Coyotes up next. Hopefully we can knock them off again. That'd be great if we do, and we will beat them 4-1. Now we have the LA Kings, and we will hopefully we lose to them 4-1, but we should beat the San Jose Sharks, right? No, we lose to them in the shootout, but we got points. Let's beat St. Louis for the third time. Let's just tell St. Louis to stay out of Winnipeg, even though we're in St. Louis this time. First period, Vladimir Tarasenko. Second period, Vladimir Tarasenko, David Perron, and Alexander Steen. Mark-Edward Vlasic comes through, though. Third period, Nicholas Grossman actually scores a goal. But we lose 2-4. We got 2 goals scored from 2 defensive defensemen. That's surprising, but you know, it happens, man. Games like that happen. And it's completely understandable, but the problem is we dropped 3 straight. So we have to beat Florida. If we don't beat Florida, then we're in a pickle. So we need to make sure we get them. Florida Panthers, come on, guys. We will lose to them 7-4. Come on, don't do this to me. We lose to the New York Islanders. Guys, don't fall apart. We're doing so good. Please don't fall apart. We have to beat Carolina. We cannot fall apart now. Come on, Carolina Hurricanes. We beat them 4-3. That week, those 2 weeks right there really were bad for us. But you know what? We're still winning games, so it's completely fine. Next Central Division game will be against Nashville, and then then St. Louis and Minnesota, and Minnesota's going to be the last game. We slow sim until the trade deadline. Hopefully we can hit 30 wins by then. Our AHL team is 13-1, so they are tearing it up down there. Montreal, we lose to them 2-1, or 2-0. We need to rack up those wins against these non-division teams, though. Because that's going to start to kill us in the... Why am I going to scout the rest of the world? That's a terrible idea. What was I doing? Jeez, that would have been a bad idea. There's no prospects there. Alright, Arizona. We lose to them 3-2. Guys. Pittsburgh 5-2. Guys. You're kidding me, right? Ottawa. Come on. Don't lose to Ottawa. Oh, wait. Okay, we have a player we could claim on waivers. Actually, Dylan McGrath. How old is he? 26, so he's not going to grow anymore. Defensive defenseman. He's not going to grow anymore. We're going to decline. Okay, we beat Ottawa 1-0. We are falling apart, guys. We cannot lose this many games. Come on, first period. Blake Wheeler and Sam Bennett against the Nashville Predators, second period. And then third period, Mark-Edward Vlasic. And we beat another Central Division team. I guess as long as we win the Central Division games, we should be in good shape. Up next, we got the St. Louis Blues. Hopefully, we can beat them. I really hope we can. We should be able to. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to. Our AHL team is tearing it up down there. 36-13-2. That's just sick. I have to check out the stats for them before the end of this video. That's for sure. Someone might deserve a call-up. Here we go. First period. Paul Stastny, Tyler Myers, Alex Petrangelo, and Patrick Laine. Second period. Big Buff gets one for us. And then third period. Nothing happens. And we will beat them 3-2. And just like that, our Central Division winning streak will continue. Last Central Division game of the episode, so last slow sim game of the episode will be against Minnesota. And we got the New York Islanders. We beat them 4-1. LA Kings, we should beat them. We beat them last time. No, we lost to them last time. We lose to them again. And now we have the Minnesota Wild. We did hit 31 wins. So let's hit 32 right here. First period. Marco Dano, second period. Scoreless, second period. Third period. Oh, so we knock off the Minnesota Wild 1-0. We get the shutout. Marco Dano scored the only goal in that game. That was a defensive battle right there. We're go to Tampa Bay and we won't sim anymore. We're not going to sim the Tampa Bay game. we're just going to sit there and wait till next episode for the trade deadline, and maybe we talk about some moves. 2-0 win over Columbus. There we go, boys. Keep getting those wins. That's what I want to see. Let's scout for a defenseman here for, let's go 2 weeks. Okay, we lose to San Jose. Let's beat Florida, though. Let's beat Florida. Come on. 3-1 win over Florida. And here we are, basically, at the trade deadline. 34, 26, and 3. We're definitely a playoff team. We are definitely in contention for a playoff spot. We were number 2. Number 2 in the Central Division. Wow, Dallas is kind of hard to catch, but we could catch Dallas. There are some arena maintenance that needs to be done, but we don't have any more funds. Alright, guys, there's no way I can change that, but hopefully it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We do have a player meeting, though, and we're going to go see who it is. It's probably like Patrick Laine or someone like that. Yep, Patrick Laine, man. Team management is definitely not something I'm worried about lately. Okay, that's great. So he liked motivating last time. Oh, I don't like that. Well, thanks a lot. We have a good crew who know that they're doing. Common. Not affected. Okay, that's fine. As long as he's not getting mad, that's fine. Who's the leader in the locker room? Dustin Bufflin. That's great. Presidents is Mark Scheifele, Tyler Johnson, Eric Comrie, Tyler Myers, Nikolai Ehlers, and Adam Lowry. Eric Comrie is still 85 overall. Now, let's talk about what players we should acquire, because we do have a little bit of cap space, I believe. Yeah, we have about what, 5 million. So let's see who's on the trade block. We don't need Ryan Miller. Joe Pavelski wouldn't be bad. Joe Pavelski isn't bad at all, actually. That's actually a fairly good trade. He's got 1 year left on his deal. I feel like we'd have to overpay for Joe Pavelski, though. And actually, first line right wing, he'd be playing in Dustin Bufflin's position. Not Dustin, but did I just say Dustin Bufflin? No, he'd be playing in Blake Wheeler's position. We don't necessarily need someone as good as Joe Pavelski. Don't get me wrong, that would help the team out a lot, and we'd just scoot the lines down, but I don't feel like we need Joe Pavelski. That's the problem. I want someone who's a 1 year deal. UC Jokinen would be really good, actually. 87 overall. How many years on his deal? 2 years left at $6 million. That's actually not that bad. He's a lot cheaper than Joe Pavelski is, though. That's for sure. 35 years old. He's a goal scorer. That's for sure. Left winger. We could definitely play him on first line left wing, maybe second line left wing. But then what would we do with Marco Dano? Marco Dano's actually doing pretty good for us this season. Mark Giordano. Really? They're actually interested in dealing away Mark Giordano. He's got 4 years left on his deal. 35 years old, though. I don't know, man. He's making pretty cheap money. Like, getting Mark Giordano would help us out a lot. But would they want someone like... Who would they take? Would they want, like, Tyler Myers for Mark Giordano? I mean... I would take this deal. But... Tyler Myers is 27 years old. 29 years old. Oh, okay. I thought he was 27. Look at me. I'm a general manager. I don't even know my team. Tyler Myers is 29 years old. Mark Giordano is 35. He's going to start declining next season. He's got 4 years left on his deal. Tyler Myers is in a contract year for cheaper than that. But Mark Giordano plays better. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a good trade to make, but I would not want to give away Tyler Myers. I want to keep Tyler Myers. Maybe get somebody else. Give them someone else. Like, I don't know. Someone we're not necessarily using. Like, I don't know. Some prospects. No. Why would I give away prospects for someone who's, like, old? I mean, I know we could stack the team for the playoff run, but no. Flood, McClellan, Matt Molson. I don't feel like we need anyone on offense, though. I feel like it's defense we really need. I feel like we do get Nicholas Kronwall, but we're not going to pay much for him. I mean, his trade value is extremely low. We could actually just give them like a cheap prospect that we're never going to use. I don't want to screw up the AHL team, though, but get someone who's not playing. Like, I don't think Shirley's playing, is he? No, Shirley's not playing. We give them Colin Shirley. That's actually pretty close to going through right there. And then we give them another prospect who's not playing, like I don't want to give them someone who's playing, because then if we give them someone who's playing, we're going to screw up our AHL team. And as you guys can see, they're doing amazing down there. We did give them another defensive prospect, because we have so many defensive prospects. Like Cedarholm or something like that. I don't know. Someone who's not going to be that great. Or Pekarin. He's not playing down there. 22 years old, offensive defenseman. They need him more than we do. Give them... Oh, they'd have more than 45 skaters in the organization. Then we could just make this a draft pick. Actually, I know I said I was gonna wait. I am gonna get Nicholas Kronwall now. I feel like we can win with Nicholas Kronwall as a defenseman. We'd win. This is going through for sure. Yeah, we have Nicholas Kronwall now, guys. So yeah, that's great. But now I leave you guys with the real question. Do we go after another forward? Or do you guys think the forward core is fine how it is? I just hope Nicholas Grossman is okay with being scratched. I mean, he's listed as top 6. But Nicholas Kronwall, man, is going there. Boom. He's listed as top 4. But I'm pretty sure we'll throw him on the top penalty kill, and he'll definitely rack up some. He'll definitely help us out. We're even throwing him on a power play where Tyler Myers is. We'll put Nicholas Kronwall. We'll give him some pretty good ice time, and then we have Nicholas Grossman as a backup just in case someone goes down in the playoffs. That's still perfect. And then look, Kronwall's already there, so that's actually perfect, guys. Kronwall's going to get his ice time for sure. And we really have nothing to worry about. We have to make sure Tyler Myers gets his ice time too, though. We don't have to worry about Josh Morrissey killing penalties now. Nicholas Kronwall can do it. And then Josh Morrissey can focus more on his offensive game to get a little bit better. And then boom. We have an amazing team, guys. Instead of Josh Morrissey there, we'll put Kronwall there. And Kronwall is getting top 4 defenseman ice, basically. Okay, guys, comment the trades you guys want me to make, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, hopefully you guys come up with some good trades we can make, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
We're back from the dead.